First of all, let's go to Insert, Shapes, and we will use this shape. It's called block arc. Select this shape and paste it here. And now here you will see these two circles. So these yellow small circles or points or nodes, you can do different things. From here you can adjust its width, and from here you can adjust the overall length of this circle. So this is what you can do with this circle. So slightly reduce its width, and let's make it like this for now. Now before moving further, we have to learn one important aspect related to animation, because in this tutorial we will use the animation, and in order to use it you need to first learn an important part of the animation. So we will use the spin animation. So select this shape and apply the spin animation, and if you see, it's not spinning in a circular fashion. So it's spinning on its axis, which is here, and let's see it again, and we want it to spin in a circular manner. So that's our objective. So for that we have to go to the Insert panel and then draw this circle and align it with this shape. So in order to align it perfectly, just make the height and width same, like 8.6. so apply the same height and width to this circle as well. And send this circle to back. Now select this circle and remove any outline, no outline, and same goes with this arc that we have created. So go to shape format, and from our color palette we will pick this color and remove its outline, because if you see, there is an outline here. So this shape is ready. Now what we have to do is we have to select both these shapes and press Ctrl G, so it will group these shapes together. Now go to animation and apply the spin animation, and now you'll see the spin animation here, and the arc is spinning in a circular fashion, and this is what we need here. And this is our target, and we have to create this kind of a graphic by using this shape. So our base shape is ready, and what we will do is select this shape and press Ctrl D. This will create a duplicate. So align it with the base shape and press Ctrl and Shift on your keyboard and resize it from the corner, and this is what you will get. And if you notice here, the width of this smaller arc is less than the previous arc. So what we will do is we will manually increase the width of this arc. Select the arc and use this yellow dot and slightly move it to the left, and this will increase its width. So this is what is needed here. Now select this smaller shape here and press Ctrl D again. So align it with the previous shape, and again press Ctrl and Shift on a keyboard and resize it from the corner, and again you have to manually increase its width. And you can manually adjust the distance between these three circles like this. Now select this third one and again press Ctrl D. So this will create one more copy and align it with the previous shape, and again press Ctrl and Shift and resize. and again increase the width like this. Now we have to increase the transparency to 100% on all these blue circles, because we want these circles to be here for the animation purpose, but these should not be visible. So select all these circles. You have to double click in order to select the circle, and then increase the transparency, and same goes with the last one. Now the circles are here, but we have applied the transparency, so that's why these are not visible. Now we have to apply the alternate colors. So if we see the final output, the inner one has this green and this third one as well. Now we can increase their length like this. So let's remove this graphic, and we have our own graphic here. Now select all these circles and apply the animation effect. Go to add animation, apply spin. So now the graphic is spinning in a very beautiful manner, and this is what we need. But now we have to apply one trick to make it look very dynamic, and for that we have to go select the first one and then go to effects option and click on counterclockwise. Same goes with the third one, click on counterclockwise, and now play with the duration. Make the duration random for each of the circle. Keep the duration like 10 to 15 seconds, because we want the spin animation to work very slowly. Now select all these and start with previous. Next, go to effects options, go to timing and select repeat until end of the slide, press OK. And now you can see here the beauty of it. So the animation is ready. Now we have to place this graphic. So for that you need to press Ctrl and Shift on your keyboard and then resize it from the corner like this, make it large and move it here so that this gap is visible. And now let's check it on the full screen mode, and you can see it's working fine. And now comes the next step, which is to design our background. So for background we will use this color, but we also need some gradient here to make it look more richer in the texture, and the background should look really beautiful. And for that, select the background, click on format background, click on gradient, and we need two gradient stops. This is the first stop, this is the second stop. On the first stop, let's pick some purple color like this. On the second one, let's use this color, the dark blue color. So this dark blue is not looking good, so let's change it to something more vibrant here like this. And now change the gradient type to radial. I think this one looks fine. And now let's start adding the text, and for that we need to insert the text box. So let's write here, for example you have to write percentage, so 65% for an example, and change the font color to this color. And let's pick a nice font here, HNC. Make it bold, increase the font, slightly reduce the size of the slide so that we can get a complete picture. And then duplicate this text box and let's write some dummy text here. And let's change the font to Montserrat, our favorite font. Remove the bold and decrease the font size, and the text should be minimal because no one likes long texts. And let's draw a text box. Insert this rounded rectangle, make it rounded. Fill this dark color and increase the transparency. And on the outline, pick this vibrant blue color. And inside it, let's write join in caps, and it can be any call to action like discover or something else. Change the font to Montserrat, reduce the font size, increase character spacing. Go to height and width section of this text box. Keep the height at 1 and reduce the width. 2.5 is fine. And on the left side, let's draw a line and change the line color to this blue. So this becomes our first text box. Group all these items together, press Ctrl T, so this will become the second one. Let's check the spacing first, third and fourth. So you can see here this Ctrl D is a very nice feature in PowerPoint. It will automatically place the next duplicates in order. So slightly move these text boxes upwards. And let's change the text here. Make it 85, 95 and 55. And now we need some heading and subheading here. For that, go to text box, insert text box here, and let's write something like join now. Change the font to Montserrat, bold, loose, and this color. Now create a duplicate copy here and let's write some subheading like increase the font size and change the color to the green from our color palette, or you can use this recent colors option. And let's do one more thing. Now select this graphic, create duplicate by pressing Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Click here. You need to double click here to select this arc because this is a grouped item and it has one arc and one circle which is 100% transparent. So make sure you have selected the arc. So here is a trick. Click on the arc 2 times like this and increase the transparency. Let's keep it at 65%. Select the second one. Let's keep it at 65. Do the same for the third one. And same is this process for the last one. So select all these 4 circles and again press Ctrl and Shift and resize it from the corner like this. And here right click, send to back, and you can rotate it like this. And now let's check it on the full screen. And if you can see here, the animation is already applied here, so you don't have to work again on the animation. And now let's do one more thing to make it more dynamic. Again select this complete graphic, create one more copy like this, and first zoom out on the slide and increase the size here and place it here and then send to back. And let's check it on the full screen. Now you can see here the overall design and the overall look and feel is amazing, but we have to make this text more readable here, and for that we have to slightly increase the transparency for these arcs in the background. And for that again select the first one and make it 75. So you have to repeat the steps for all these 4 arcs. And now let's test the animation, and it's working really nice. And let's do one last thing here. Let's add our branding, and this slide is looking really cool, and we will add one last animation on these 4 text boxes. When the slide will load, go to animation, apply fly in. This should start with the previous, increase the duration to 1.5, go to effects options, and we need smooth ending here. So all are coming together, so we have to add slight delay on at every step. Let's add the delay on first one as well, second one, the third one, and the last one. So we have added 0.25 delay on all the 4 arcs in the background. So now let's add the branding here, which is the last and most important part. So here we have written creative winners, change the font to Monster Red, bold, increase the character spacing, and here go to text options and increase the transparency, make it lighter, currently it's very light and I'm sure it's not that much visible, so slightly reduce the transparency to 55%. Let's view it on the full screen. I think this is looking fine. and this is ready to be used in your presentations.